Welcome in Karibuni to Aroma of Zanzibar. Today we are going to make something very interesting. This is a street food from Zanzibar. We are going to make tapioca chips, which is also known as cassava or yucca root. Okay, so I've got my cassava here and I'm going to cut the ends to see how good or how nice or how bad it is before I do anything. Of course, I have to peel it. So this is how we check it out, and you want to see mine is a little bit grayish, sometimes might be a little bit brown. Okay, if it's black, then don't use it. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this into two because it's pretty heavy for me, and I'm going to peel this. And this is how we peel. You just want to use a small knife and make a slit, an insertion there, and then put your knife underneath the skin of the tapioca. Okay, and then you just push your way through and pull it out. That's how I do it. But if you can't do it this way, you can use peel like how you peel the potatoes. Okay, it's okay. And yeah, so I'm going to grate this, and I'm looking for a grater that has we are looking for the biggest holes in the grater. Okay, like this. Okay, if you want to use a square one, you can use a square one. Now here you can see I'm using a kitchen towel. You can use kanga, or if you don't want to use kanga or towel, it's okay. The reason why I'm using this is because I'm going to squeeze the liquid out of my tapioca. Okay, so to me, I find it's easy to do that way. So this is my first batch of my tapioca, and I'm just going to squeeze the liquid out of it. I mean, you can use your hands if you want, but I prefer to use it this way. It's easier. Okay, and then after this, yeah, and then since I don't have the sun, I do the excess of having a sunlight, not excess, the luxury of having a sunlight as much as I would like to at the moment. I like to use my oven, and I've got my kitchen paper here, the paper towel, and make sure it's thick. It's not something that will absorb any water very fast. You can use a cloth also if you want, kitchen towel, because we're only going to put it in the oven on 200 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 minutes. Okay, just to dry the water out of the grated tapioca. Okay, so I'm gonna do the other batch and then add it to it. Okay, so this is now it's come from the oven. It's kind of dry. It's not very dry, but it's easy to fry the tapioca chips when the tapioca is dry. Okay, but I know some people don't dry it. Okay, and then you just want to put it in your hot oil, and be careful with the steam. It's very hot. Okay, and as you put it in the oil, dip it in the oil, you want to kind of separate the strands or the strings of the tapioca, because now it's thin, so that it doesn't stick to each other. It may stick, most of the time it does, but eventually once you're done, it separates easily. Okay, but when your tapioca is wet, the grated tapioca is wet, then that's where you're going to have the trouble. Okay, so, and if you have the luxury of sunlight, you can keep it in the tray and keep it out in the sun for about an hour or two, and then you can fry it. Okay, so yeah, once you reach this stage, you just want to watch out on the color, and you keep turning, flipping and turning till your chips is well cooked, evenly cooked. Okay, so chips, this is a part of my Zanzibar mix series. And this is a part of the side dish that goes with the Zanzibar mix. Okay, and okay, now for me, I like to get a little bit deeper color, but you can stop over here. Okay, so yeah, I was saying, yeah, this is a part of the mix part of the side dish of the mix, and there are also condiments that go with it too. Okay, so this is my chips that is done, and I've got my salt and chili powder. If you don't want chili powder, you don't have to add. You can just use the salt. It's enough. So I've divided mine into two. Okay, and the other one, I'm going to have something, I've got my roasted peanuts, hot peanuts. Okay, these are roasted with, and also with chili. I like it like that too. So I've got two badges. One is the plain one and one is this one. Okay, this is just a matter of preference. You don't have to do this way if you don't want to. Okay, so my chips are ready. Now I'm going to move to my second part of my my Zanzibar mix, and this is my bajia. So for bajia, I have, I'm using black eyed pea. This is split. And I'm also using green grams, which is also split. Okay, and you can use just black eyed pea if you want. And if you don't have split, you still can use a whole. Okay, I've got cilantro and ginger, garlic, and a combination of white onion and green onion. You can use either one if you want. You don't have to have both. And a baking powder. Okay, so my black eyed peas have been soaked overnight, and I washed and rinsed them, and then now I'm going to remove the husk. You see the husk, since it's light, or the skin if you want to call it, it's it comes out, you know, as you add the water, it comes out on the surface. Okay, so then it's easy to remove it. But if you're unable to remove it, or it is a waste of water, I agree. But you still can just, you know, blend it in your food processor. You won't, it doesn't harm, okay? Let me put it that way. Okay, so, but make sure you have a good food processor, okay? Because otherwise sometimes your mixture won't be very very smooth. Now I'm doing the same thing for the green grams. Okay, this is also called what, moong dhal. Okay, and yeah, so the skin will come up when you wash it. Okay, then we're gonna put it in the food processor. And this is, people, this is my new food processor. I was trying to do this for a while, but I couldn't because my food processor broke. It died on me. It didn't break actually. The motor, I think, got burnt, and so I never had the chance to buy one. So today I said, okay, I have to make bajia. So I just ran out to the store and I got this one. Hope it will help me just as much, because you know I do a lot of blending. Okay, so I'm basically putting everything in here, just dumping everything in here, and you don't have to use the green chili if you don't want. I'm just using half of it just to get the for the flavors. Okay, so, and yeah, bajia is also another thing that goes in the Zanzibar mix, but bajia, you can have it on its own. This is another Indian dish that we have adopted in Africa. Okay, so you want to use a pulse, or you want to go ahead straight and mix, you know, blend everything together. Okay, so yeah, so my mixture is ready. Okay, it looks green, I know. Not many bajia look green, but because of the cilantro that I have used, and of course the green onions. Okay, now I'm dividing my mixture into two because I don't want to cook the whole lot, so I did not put the baking powder while I was mixing. Okay, I'm just going to do the baking powder, half of the quantity, which is actually just a pinch, because the whole recipe calls only for 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. So, and then the rest of the mixture, I'm going to freeze it till whenever I need to use it, okay? But you can use the whole lot at one time. So now this is my hot oil, and this is how you do the bajia, okay? You can use a spoon if you want, and I'm not so particular about the shape of my bajia. I just want to eat, okay? There are certain things I'm really not bothered. As long as it's well cooked and it tastes good, I'm not so particular about having the nice round shape of my bajia, okay? And so these will cook about maybe 5 to 6 minutes, or maybe 7 minutes. Okay, so you just wanna, it depends on the size of your pan. You may do 1 trip or 2 trips, 2 batches. Okay, and this is especially for my friends who have been asking me for Zanzibar mix, and I'm very happy to do it for them. When I started this channel, I didn't think that I would get a lot of people from Zanzibar who want to know these dishes, and I'm happy to help. I'm really happy to help, okay, because there are so many things also I myself I have not cooked for ages. So when I get requests, I'm like, yeah, I haven't had this item for a long time. So my next video, inshallah, will be the, I still have one more, I think 3 more dishes that go with the Zanzibar mix. So after this, we still have the kachori, we have mshikaki, and we have the main thing, batata za urojo. Okay, so inshallah, I'll try and put them, edit them and put them as fast as I can so you won't miss out a lot. Okay, so these are ready. You know, they don't have to be too brown. And since they're very light, they cook very, very fast. But if your mixture is thick, then you may need to cook it longer. Okay, so thank you very much. And for more recipes, please visit me at Aroma of Zanzibar. And as usual, and I thank you all very much, and I thank you for your support. And that's about it. So please stay tuned and wait for my other videos on the Zanzibar mix.